Okay everyone, this video is going to be how to cut your strips. If you're in class and you're coming to the classroom, I will cut the strips for you on the paper cutter. But if you're not coming into class and you're full virtual, I want to show you how to cut them more efficiently. So first of all, you're going to take one of your patterns. You choose 3 of the 4. So whatever 3 you'd like to use as your pages of your book, you're going to choose those. So usually the 3 that you like the most. And the 4th one you can always use as a back cover or something else, another page or cover. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip it over to the back of the color scheme. And then you're going to use your ruler, and along this side you're going to measure 2 inches and make a mark, and then 2 inches. So it's, if you're looking at your ruler, you mark a mark at the 2 and you make a mark at the 4, and that should divide your paper into 3 sections 2 inches thick, which if you flip it over is each row. But I don't want you to cut on each row because you might have not drawn those rows straight, so let's make sure we measure. Okay, and then on the other side of the paper you're going to do the same thing. You make a mark at 2 and make a mark at 4. Then I'm going to turn my paper around. I have my 4 marks. I'll show you right here. I have 1, 2, and 1 and 2. Okay. So I'm going to turn my page, and I'm going to use my ruler, and I'm going to draw a nice straight line. Okay. That's going to be where I'm going to cut. Now over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to line my ruler up. Let me make sure that one's right. Doesn't look quite right. It's okay if it doesn't look right and you want to double check it. No harm in that. Okay, that's about right. There we go. And you're going to make a nice straight line. Okay? Then you're going to use your scissors and you're going to cut on those lines. Nice and slow, nice and steady. Okay, and then you cut the other way too. And those are your strips. And you're going to do that with all 3 of your patterns, okay? The next thing you're going to do is fold these. So don't worry if it didn't perfectly line up. We do have to trim these a little bit. So you can see this one had a little bit of an overlap. We have to trim these again, so I'll talk about that later. But the other thing you need to do to prep is measure 1 inch. Okay, just use this other roll, I'm sorry. 1 inch, so you're gonna make sure you're on the 0 and not the end of the ruler, and make a line for 1 inch. And then when we go take the one end, yep, that's correct. The end that has the half shape is going to be folded in, and line it up and then press it down. So you're going to cut each strip out. You're going to have 9 strips, and then you're going to measure on the back 1 inch, and take the end that has the half shape and fold it in. So you'll do each one of these like this, and then set it aside. Okay?